Welcome to this video on how to make accessible Excel documents. When considering how to design an Excel document, there are a few things to keep in mind in order to ensure that it is as accessible as possible for everyone, especially those using a screen reader to access the information contained in the document. In this video, we will cover formatting, appropriate labeling, charts and graphs, hyperlinks, and the accessibility checker. I will be using Excel 2013. But I will also cover how to use older versions and Excel for Mac. Just like in Word and PowerPoint, it's important to choose your font style and size carefully. Use the same font consistently throughout your document. Choose a clean, easy-to-read font, such as Arial or Times New Roman. Use at least 12-point font. You may even want to set headers and column and row subheadings to be 1 or 2 sizes bigger. Limit the use of font variations, such as bold, italics, and all capital letters. And don't rely on the appearance of font, for instance color, shape, font variation, placement, etc., to convey meaning. And finally, use real text rather than text within graphics. When creating your spreadsheet, remember that empty cells can cause someone using a screen reader to think that the spreadsheet has ended, so avoid using them for formatting. You should also avoid merging cells, as this can cause confusion. If the data exceeds the space in a cell, you have a few options to ensure that users can still read all the content. You can adjust the width of your cells individually by clicking and dragging the line between the cells. You can have the cells automatically resize to the width of the content by double-clicking on the line in between the cells, or you can set your sheet to wrap text. To wrap text, click on the arrow in the upper left-hand corner of the Excel sheet. Then, right-click anywhere in the sheet and click Format Cells. In the Format Cells window that pops up, click on the Alignment tab. Then, check the box next to Wrap Text, and then click OK. The next thing we'll discuss is labeling. It's important to orient your readers to the content of your Excel document by using relevant labels for files, sheets, and columns. So be sure to give your file a meaningful name, add a header for each column, and label sheet tabs at the bottom of the page clearly. To change sheet tab titles, double-click on the title. A cursor will appear that will allow you to enter in the label you prefer. Labeling appropriately also makes creating charts easier, because the column labels will automatically be used in your charts legend. Excel spreadsheets are often used to show relationships between 2 or more variables. Excel charts can help you provide multiple means of presenting your course materials by also visualizing the relationship between variables. To create a chart in Excel 2013, first highlight your data. Then click on the Insert tab and choose the type of chart you'd like to create in the Charts area. To create a chart in older Excel versions or Excel for Mac, highlight the information you would like included in your chart, click on the Charts tab, and then choose a chart type from the options in the toolbar. Keep in mind, however, that charts can be confusing if they are not labeled correctly. Note that if you label the columns of your Excel sheet, those labels will automatically be used in your charts legend. Add a title to your chart by clicking on the chart title. A cursor will appear that will allow you to enter in the title. Be sure to use a strong contrast in the colors of your chart. Avoid using red or green, as people with color blindness cannot see them. In Excel 2013, you can change the colors of your chart by clicking on your chart and then clicking on the Design tab. Click on Change Colors and choose the colors you'd like to use from the drop-down menu. In older Excel versions or Excel for Mac, you can change the color by clicking on the graph and then clicking on Chart Styles in the upper right-hand corner. In order to allow those using screen readers to access information contained in images, charts, or graphs, it's important to add a title and description as alt text, which will be read aloud by a screen reader. To add alt text in Excel 2013, right-click on the chart and select Format Chart Area from the drop-down menu. On the toolbar that appears to the right, click the Size and Proportions icon, and then click Alt Text. Use the same title for the chart that you used for the associated table. You might add what type of chart it is as well. The description should indicate the title and location of the associated table, and either point to the table this chart is representing if it is on the same page, or include the actual values displayed in the chart if the table is located on a different page within the document. To add alt text in older Excel versions or Excel for Mac, right-click on the chart and select Format Chart Area from the list. In the pop-up window, click Alt Text and enter a title and description. Hyperlinks allow you to direct your readers to a web page from within your Excel sheet. Screen readers will read the entire link, so it's important to use meaningful titles that will indicate what you are linking to and not simply click here or the entire URL. To create a hyperlink, enter the title for the link in the cell where you'd like the hyperlink to appear. Right-click that cell and click on Hyperlink from the list. In the pop-up window, your link title will be listed in the Text to Display field. Enter, or cut and paste, the link's web address into the Address field, and click OK. Excel 2010 and later includes a Check Accessibility tool that allows you to check for accessibility problems in your document. To run the accessibility checker, select the File tab, click Info, click on Check for Issues, and select Check Accessibility from the drop-down menu. The checker presents accessibility errors. For instance, here, it says that this chart is missing alt text. It will also provide warnings, such as unclear link text and tips. Selecting an item in the report will highlight the corresponding item in the document. Feedback about the importance of each item, as well as instructions on how to fix it, are included at the bottom. Thank you for watching this video on how to make Excel sheets accessible.